the most frightening ship ever. 1. Carola Deering, a cargo ship made in 1911, was the last voyage in 1920 from Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, and this vessel disappeared for a whole month, and no information was known about it. And once it found none of its crew of sailors, the ship's crew is said to have escaped using lifeboats, but disappeared in the area of the Bermuda Triangle where many vessels had disappeared. There has been no investigation to uncover the truth behind this bizarre incident. 2. Beishimo, made in 1911. The vessel was dedicated to shipping and was owned by Britain. The last voyage the ship made was in 1931, when it was loaded with fur, but unfortunately the sea froze and stopped and the ship got stuck in the snow. Her crew tried to rid her of it, and the attempts were repeated until she got rid of the snow, but it was repeated again. And one time the ship got stuck and a snowstorm blew up the ship 45 miles from where it was stuck. Her crew, who were camping next to her on the snow, searched for her and decided to leave that ship for her fate. To date, the vessel has appeared on Canada's coast, although there is no crew on it. 3. Eliza Battle, a luxury vessel made in 1852 dedicated to serving presidents and VIPs. In 1858, during one of her voyages, a curtain was set on fire. The winds helped fire throughout the ship and spiraled out of control. The men died in their attempts to save the women, and the women died in their attempts to save the children, with the result that most of the passengers died and the ship sank. But so far it still shows its wreckage. The creepy in that ship is that at night it floats on the water again and hears the sound of music coming out of it. 4. MV Donzi, a superyacht made in 1931 in Los Angeles, owned by American director Ronald West. One day one of the yacht's engines was broken, and the yacht disappeared for 5 weeks and was then found completely empty of its passengers and cargo. In addition to the engine running and the yacht walking, the secret behind the disappearance of the yacht's crew is not yet known. 5. Flying Dutchman. This ship is the most famous ship haunted by ghosts, and was referred to in one part of the film Pirates of the Caribbean. But in fact this name refers to the ship's captain. On her last voyage to Amsterdam, a powerful storm struck, but the captain refused to return to shore and insisted on completing the voyage, which ultimately led to the death of all the ship's crew, and the ghosts of each are said to still hover around the ship. 6. Young Tizer. This ship was used in piracy, and in 1813, it was pursued by the Scottish Navy, and when the captain of the ship found it unavoidable to arrest him, he burned himself and the whole crew. And after the ship sank, one day, a ship appeared in the same place as the Young Tizer and then disappeared in a glimpse. 7. Octavius. In 1775, the British Octavius ship was found in full freezing condition. All its crew were frozen, and the captain was sitting in his chair writing and in freezing, which is very strange and indicates that freezing happened very quickly. 8. Lady Lovebond. On the 13th of February 1748, the captain of the ship married and decided to celebrate by taking his wife on a trip to Portugal. But a crew member happened to have an affair with the captain's wife, and he killed the captain and changed the direction of the ship, after which the ship lost its way and both died. But 100 years later, some fishermen saw the ship. 9. Mary Celeste. The story of the cargo ship Mary Celeste is one of the strangest and most mysterious. On one of its flights, it had only 10 people who had disappeared from the face of the earth and had not been found since 1872. The last message came from that ship that it was out of control, and that ship was later found and none of its passengers were found. Only bloodstains on the walls of the control room. 10. Orange Square. In 1947, many ships received a message of distress from the Orange Square. The first saying all the ship's crew plus the captain is dead and lying in the cockpit, and then a second message saying I'm dying. Many ships tried to find the ship until it was found by the Silver Star, which is completely silent and the ice blocks cover its surface, and Silver Star formed a team to explore the situation inside Orange Square. All those who were on the vessels were found in freezing condition. In addition to singling out their arms and looking with great fear and terror at the sky. Suspicious, too, was that there was a dog frozen in the same way and also looking at the sky. He also found the person who sent the messages while freezing on the designated device looking at the